Clark has named himself as substitute and brings in the experienced pairing of Jerry Collins and Bobby Smith in defence, and Brian Gallagher replaces John Flood in attack. And Thistle have been renowned for producing personality players over the years, and that title rests easily on the shoulders of Chick Charnley, who followed John Lambie from Hamilton to Firhill. He's delighted and exasperated First Division fans all over the country, and 4 of these 6 goals have come from the penalty spot. And the main goal threat to Accies will come from Callum Campbell. A £50,000 signing from Airdrie at the start of the season, and these 9 goals have helped to repay the fee and keep Thistle on course for promotion. John Lambie returns to Firhill with an Accies team depleted by the suspension of George McCluskey, but they have Canadian international Colin Miller back in midfield, and new signing Stephen Moore is on the bench. And with young goalkeeper Alan Ferguson injured, Andy Murdoch has rejoined John Lambie after his spell at Thistle on loan from Celtic. He's still on loan, and I can tell you he's very highly regarded indeed at Parkhead. And Steve Morrison has proved a very successful signing from Dunfermline earlier this year, scoring 7 times from his midfield role, and he's a player who knows all about First Division promotion battles. And the referee this afternoon, the first season senior Grade 1 official Martin Clark, a 39-year-old referee from Edinburgh. So it's Hamilton and they'll change strip of all blue, start the match in front of a very healthy crowd inside Firhill. This match has certainly captured the imagination of the fans. There's Jerry Collins back in central defence, the player coach here at Firhill. Andy Murdoch's first touch. Napier under pressure immediately from Gallagher. Here's Bobby Law wearing 3, starting at right back. This is John Mitchell. Bobby Smith. So the throw goes to Thistle. Sandy Clark has made some alterations tactically to that lineup. He has Jerry Collins alongside Jim Kerr in central defence. Bobby Smith's at left back. Bobby Law at right back. There's another decision going Thistle's way. Free kick. Taken short by Charnley. He gets it back. This is Bobby Smith. And a great effort there from Law. Thistle are ahead. 1 minute of the match gone. It's Bobby Law's first goal of the season, and he'll be hard pushed to score one better. Well, what a start for Partick Thistle. It came from the free kick. Played short to Charnley from Smith. He took it back. Playing the ball across the 18-yard line. Look at this. First time effort from Law. Andy Murdoch at full stretch. Bad break for the keeper. It ricocheted off the post and off the keeper into the corner. What a fine strike it was by Bobby Law. Good head flick on by Gallagher. There's Jimison asking a lot of Miller. Campbell goes through. The covering player was Hillcoat, and Andy Murdoch caught there by Campbell. Left the boot in as he went for the ball. And then Andy Murdoch appears to be none the worse. But no questioning the commitment here of Callum Campbell. Bad ball forward there, putting Miller under pressure. There was Campbell with Hillcoat. Murdoch coming off his line, and Campbell sliding in with a challenge. Headed on by Harris. There's Paul McDonald. McGackie took up good position, and he's brought down there by Kerr. Good piece of play by McGackie, inviting that heavy challenge from Jim Kerr, a former Accies player. The bearded figure of Colin Harris. Paul McDonald's free kick. Finds its way across to Jimison. Here's Harris, he's onside, a great chance for Hamilton. The equaliser from Colin Harris. Just 6 minutes on the clock. Cammy Duncan left exposed, and Colin Harris scoring his 4th goal this season. Came from the free kick from McDonald. Header not decisive enough. Returned well here by Willie Jimison. Harris had found space. This is good control. He's very calm inside the box, and Duncan couldn't keep it out. Headed away by McKee. There's Brian White. Good play from Napier, coming from defence, linking with Morrison. Headed by McDonald. Here's Law now charging forward for Thistle. They're queuing up in the middle. And turned over by Brian Gallagher. Fine move again from Partick Thistle. They strike from midfield with tremendous pace. Here was Bobby Law winning the ball from McDonald, seeing a chance to go forward into that space. Looking up all the time. Thistle getting 5 players into the box. One of them was Brian Gallagher, and the shot goes over. Good play by Napier. And a challenge made by Kerr. Forcing Murdoch to scramble across his line. Well, good hustling tactics there from Jim Kerr. Coming forward there to make a good tackle to win possession from Colin Miller. Saw the shooting chance, and that made Murdoch work. Well, Jim Kerr has failed to recover adequately after that spell of treatment from John Hart. He's going off the field for further treatment. Damage to the lower spine. Held up well by McGahey. The challenge was made by Wright. Hillcoat's header. McDonald trying to get in behind Law, and Cammy Duncan was quick coming off his line. Here's Gallagher setting up for Campbell. Murdoch couldn't hold it, but his positioning was good enough. He got his body behind it. Another fine move from Thistle. It's getting off the head of Napier. There was Gallagher, who's forming a good understanding with Callum Campbell. Campbell setting himself for the shot. He kept it down, and Murdoch made the save. Here's Colin Harris. Back now with Morrison. Here's McGahey. Screening the ball from Smith. Let in by McKee. Here's Harris. Looking for room in the turn. Now Paul McDonald. Worth the first time effort. Good positioning by Duncan. Plenty of players forward here. Here's Colin Harris, who had space himself, but used Paul McDonald outside him. And Cammy Duncan made that look easy. Mitchell reacts to the call from Charnley. There's Bobby Smith, 35 years old and showing all the enthusiasm which punctuated his play early in his career. Here's Miller, and now McKee trying to find Morrison. It's Craig who has the chance to set up Brian Gallagher. Hillcoat goes with him. That's a good save by Murdoch. A fine move there by Partick Thistle, right on the half-time whistle. Brian Gallagher's pace, so important. Careless one from McKee. There was David Craig. Gallagher making a run, followed by Hillcoat. The shot was on target. It was a good block by Murdoch, and it was indeed the last action of a thoroughly entertaining first half. Andy Murdoch involved again, carrying an injury as he departs. But what a start there was to this match, with the first goal coming in the opening minute. A magnificent strike by Bobby Law, which had luck to come off the post, then the keeper into the corner. But Hamilton hit back 5 minutes later. Fine piece of control by Colin Harris, and a cool piece of finishing to make the half-time score. Partick Thistle 1, Hamilton Accies 1. So both sides received a tremendous welcome when they returned for the second half, in view of the entertaining fare provided in the opening 45 minutes. The official attendance here at Firhill confirmed at 6,021, which reflects the substantial interest in these two clubs in the First Division. It's Hamilton, who appeared to grow in confidence through the first half, who are coming forward again. Thistle making the good explosive start, but Hamilton pegging away and beginning to look better as the game wore on. So this opening spell in the second half will be very important, I fancy, to the outcome of the match. And the whistle has gone. A foul by Peebles on Harris. Kevin McKee will take the free kick. Morrison crowded out there, so is McGahey. Headed on by Peebles. Here's Wright. Napier's in trouble. Gallagher retained possession well because Campbell was offside. Back with Wright. Now Charnley. Here's John Mitchell. As Hillcock kept his eye on the ball. Turned it away for the throw. Mitchell, it's helped on. A great chance for Thistle. Callum Campbell. The combination of Gallagher and Campbell pays off again. 1 minute gone in the second half. Campbell gets his 10th goal of the season, further justifying that 50,000 transfer fee. Mitchell playing it in, a delightful head flick on by Gallagher. Campbell diving full length to beat Murdoch. So a great start to the second half. Sandy Clark warming up again, as he has been throughout much of the first half. He could come on before the end. Here's Gallagher. Brian Wright's header. Look at the pace of Bobby Law here coming up from right back. Kevin McKee was there. And a tremendous effort from John Mitchell. Andy Murdoch flying to his left to cover that. Law did well, coming forward again to join the attack. Long ball into the box. Kevin McKee covering his central defence. The header goes straight there to Mitchell, and what a superb effort. Here's Paul McDonald. The run being made by Weir. Clearance by Smith. McKee again finds Weir. There's Miller. Jameson sends it into the box. An awkward one, and it was left by Collins. What a chance there for John McGahey. Well, the expression tells the story. That ball played in. Collins clearly caught in two minds, thought it was going to safety, let it go, and McGahey couldn't make contact. Campbell's header. There's Charnley setting it up for Gallagher. This could settle it. And a great save by Andy Murdoch. Outstanding goalkeeping. And that keeps Hamilton right in the game. Fine move it was, setting up Gallagher coming from the right, and Murdoch got his angles right. Hamilton pushing out of defence, but Craig is onside. Weir is quick enough, so is Murdoch. The Yankees living dangerously with that offside trap. There's Charnley under pressure from Morrison. There's no offside, a great chance for Thistle. Here's Campbell. Down he goes, and a penalty kick has been given. Andy Murdoch is incensed. Callum Campbell accused of diving by the Hamilton players. Jim Weir in particular is very upset indeed about that. And let's take a look at that from this angle. Campbell springing the offside trap. Murdoch going across to make life difficult. Well, there was the slightest touch perhaps, but Campbell certainly made it look dramatic. Murdoch clearly very angry indeed about that award, but it is a penalty kick which could settle the match, I think, for Thistle. Chick Charnley going for his 5th penalty success of the season. Superbly finished. No chance at all for Andy Murdoch. So Charnley celebrates. It was a perfectly taken penalty kick. The goalkeeper guessed right, but the accuracy and the power were there. And the second substitution has been made by Hamilton. They're taking off Colin Miller, and here's a debut for young Stephen Moore, signed yesterday from Queen of the South. There's Donaghy. Now Weir. Into space there for Morrison. And Moore's first effort, well beaten away by Duncan. A And this was almost a dream start for Stephen Moore. Jim Weir sending it wide there for Morrison's shot. It broke for the young substitute, and his shot was well saved by Cammington. Just listen to the welcome here as Brian Gallagher goes off. On comes the Thistle manager, Sandy Clark. To a tremendous welcome. Well, they could resist no longer. Here's Clark. Setting it up for Mitchell. There's Charnley. Oh, deflected off Hillcoat for the corner. Oh, what a goal that would have been. A long ball from John Mitchell. Charnley taking that first time with the left. It's going wide in any event, but Hillcoat has guaranteed that. There's Charnley again. There's a chance for Campbell right under the crossbar. Couldn't get above the ball. There's the ball flighted across. Callum Campbell on his own. Couldn't take advantage. Donaghy in trouble. Thistle racing away again with Campbell. Inside is Law. Oh, what a finish that would have been for Bobby Law. The man that started it all for Thistle in the first minute. With his outstanding goal. Good understanding here with Campbell. Looked up, played it inside. Law made space for himself on his left foot, but couldn't get the shot on target. There goes the final whistle. Thistle convincing winners in the end by 3-1. And if their third goal from the penalty spot was questionable, there's a very happy blood-stained figure. The player-manager Sandy Clark going off, and the goal early in the second half from Callum Campbell, a magnificent one which certainly earned the victory, notwithstanding the penalty to come. Thistle a force still in a promotion race. Hamilton are struggling. The final score, Partick Thistle 3.
Coaching on the side, we'll not go into that too much, but did you feel really determined to get on?
No, not at all. The players did really well, and there wasn't really any need to change it. But Brian Gallagher's had an illness for a long time, and he's trained hard this week. And the lad was getting tired. I was just trying to give him a little break. The way I felt on me, I don't know if it was a good idea. I was absolutely shattered.
Now, you've had 2 games in charge, and you've got 3 points from that. What's your impression of the Thistle team?
The first impressions are very, very good. The lads went into the game last Saturday absolutely blind. They weren't sure what was happening. I wasn't sure what was happening, and it was difficult. But I take a lot from the game then. And with the game Monday night, reserve game, training sessions Tuesday, Thursday, and in that time, I've worked hard this week to try to get to know them and get to know their strengths and weaknesses. And that's the way I went about picking a team today. And I wanted commitment and attitude and effort today, and I got that, and that is good enough for me. I'll settle for that any day.
Did you feel anything special at all about coming back to Firhill so soon, wearing the Accies colours?
No, there were nothing special. As I say, they've got a superb crowd, as you see. Whenever they went 2-1 up, the crowd started to get behind the team. And they're a superb crowd, really, coming back here. But no, I'm just the same here as any other ground that I'll go to this year.
How do you feel about the prospects of promotion for the Accies this season?
Oh, I don't give the Accies much chance of promotion this year. We've not got the depth to pull for a starter, and as I say, I've got to have a look at the situation. I've only been in over a week, so I'll have a look at it. I've got no money to spend, but in saying that, football changes. I might be able to sell somebody, get some cash and rebuild again. But I'm going to start a youth policy and work for there.
Well, we were joined yesterday.
Very much, Chop. It was a good standard of football, and it was quite surprising, actually.
And of course, a great start for Partick Thistle. That goal from Bobby Law really was something special, although a bad break for your teammate at Celtic Park.
Yeah, I believe Bobby Law's not scored a goal for 2 years, but I'm sure he took great enjoyment for scoring that one yesterday.
Well, you could argue it was an own goal, couldn't you, really? Because it comes off the post from the shot.
That's right. I think it's just one of the unfortunate things that happen when you're a goalkeeper. He made a great effort to get to it, and it just come back and bounced into the goal again.
Now, Bobby Law certainly made a big impact, didn't he, yesterday?
Yeah, great run here again. Good square ball. Actually been finished well there.
And he won the Man of the Match award. Would you have any quibble with that?
Oh no, I think there was only going to be one winner of the Man of the Match award yesterday, and that was Bobby Law. I thought he was tremendous yesterday. It's a great inspiration to his team and the supporters. Set up another great chance there.
Well, he's from Stonehouse Violet, which is in the Hamilton district, but that didn't do the Accies any favours yesterday. They played quite well, though, for the rest of the first half. They came back into the game with that quick equaliser, didn't they?
Yeah, I felt at half-time that Hamilton probably looked the better of the two sides. They seem to be playing a more composed style of football. And as I said to you at half-time, if Thistle didn't watch it, Hamilton could maybe steal the game, But Thistle got a goal at the right time.
Yeah, they seemed to take the message, didn't they, at half-time, because that was a great start again in the second
I
half.
don't know whether Sandy had a few words to say to them or no, but once they went ahead, a good ball in there, great flick for Brian Gallagher there.
Very hard for a defence to cope with that, wouldn't you say?
That's right, because I think possibly we could have got a bit closer to the guy in the corner to stop him getting the cross in.
But no blame to your man, Andy Murdoch, the goalkeeper?
No, I don't think so. I think he went to the near post to try and get the ball. Usually when you get somebody in a corner, you don't usually hit a great ball right to the back post, but the guy got a good flick on, which was very important. The striker read it well, says, well, he's going to be stuck in the corner, I'll go near post, and get a great flick across to goal, and Callum Campbell finished well.
Well, that did seem to turn the whole game around,
yeah,
didn't
definitely,
it?
aye.
And when the penalty came along, it was the most controversial incident in the game, and I'll be interested in your views on this one.
Yeah, I think at the time, watching it for where we were, I thought it was a definite penalty. With the benefit of watching the replay, I don't think he touched him at all here.
Well, that means that Callum Campbell then just took a dive.
Yeah, well, I'm not going to be the type of guy that's going to give Callum Campbell stick, because I've done a few dives myself through the years. But,
I was going to say that.
No, I think he looked up, and I think he considered maybe trying to chip Andy when he seen him coming off his line, and he decided just to touch it, because Andy's momentum was always going to take him right into him anyway, you know. But
he was going nowhere, wasn't he? He was going towards the...
I was actually quite surprised that Big Andy come sprinting off his line anyway, you know. I thought he should just have held it and let the fullback get back to him, because he was always running wide away for the goal anyway, you know.
But it didn't actually affect the outcome of the match, because Thistle played some great stuff, didn't they?
Yeah, I thought Thistle played excellent in the second half. Played a lot of good football. Brian Wright, especially, I felt, you know, controlled the game for them in the middle of the park. Chick Charnley later in the game started to display his brand of magic, but I think overall Brian Wright was the guy that pulled the strings yesterday for them.
There is this impression of the First Division that it is really kick and rush. It's just to get it into the box and fight for it. But Thistle gave the lie to that, didn't they?
Yeah, I think, you know, a good ball in at the back there. Yeah, I think, you know, as I said, you know, they played, especially in the second half. I felt after the goal they got a great lift, and just as John Lambie says, the supporters get right behind them then when they got that lift. And there was always only going to be one team to win the game after that. I think Hamilton just faded badly after that.
Do you think on this display Thistle will be serious candidates for the First Division title?
Well, I think they'll be there or thereabouts. I think St Johnstone obviously look to be the firm favourites just now. Airdrie seem to be a good side as well. I've not seen a lot of them. Whether Thistle's just got enough to get up, I don't know, but they'll certainly be there or thereabouts.
Now, Andy Murdoch, you'll be training with him tomorrow, so I know you have to be kind to him, but he certainly does look to be a prospect, and John Lambie clearly fancies him strongly, doesn't he?
Yeah, he's a big lad, Andy. He's a great trainer, you know, watching him in the training. This is the first time I've actually seen him playing in a competitive game. I know that the gaffer, Tommy Craig, and Pat Bonner as well have got very, very high regard from him. You know, he covers his angles well and get great feet, great pair of hands. You just need to brush up when getting the ball when it comes back off the post. You just need to get that in his...
Avoid hitting him in from
arms,
there. But he did seem to be a very composed young man, good angles, good technique. He let one or two break off him though, didn't he?
Yeah, I think, you know, obviously working with Pat Bonner, I mean, that's about a full year now. Andy's had a, you know, full-time training under, and I think Packy's helps obviously brushing off on him. He's certainly looks the part. And I noticed he was doing a lot of good talking yesterday as well. You know, that's probably the first game he's had for Hamilton, the first or second game. So, you know, he's no frightened to let the experienced guys run about him know what he's looking for, you know.
So that was one happy aspect of the match to you too, Tommy. I hope you enjoyed it very much. Good to have you with us. Thanks very much indeed.
Thanks for having me, Joe.